So our story today, you may have heard of it before because I think we read it in class. Shafiq, you have to mute. Hit the microphone. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Santino. All right, so we're gonna stay on mute while I read. Shafiq, silence your microphone, bud. All right, so this is title is A Weekend with Wendell by Kevin Hankes. And today, hi Jazzy, welcome. And today we are going to be using a rubric to retell our story. Now, a rubric is kind of a way to grade what your brain knows, right? So our rubric is going to have 2 points to it. 1 point is I read blank by blank. So the title of the book and the author. And then it's the main character is. And that's going to be another point. So you can get 2 points today for retelling this story. And we're going to go over it. So the title is A Weekend with Wendell. And the author and illustrator is Kevin Hankes. All right, so let's start reading. I'm going to turn this a little bit. All right, A Weekend with Wendell by Kevin Hankes. So he is the author and the illustrator. Who knows what the author does? Raise your hand if you know what the author does. Nehemiah, what does the author do?
He put the words in the book.
Excellent job. The author writes the words. Thank you, Nehemiah. Who can tell me what the illustrator does? What does the illustrator do? Santino? Draws the pictures. I could read your lips. Even though you're on mute, I knew what your lips were saying. Yes, so Kevin Hankes is the author and the illustrator, which means Kevin Hankes wrote the words and drew the pictures. Pretty talented guy. Just like you guys are doing with your book and writing. One Friday afternoon, Wendell's parents dropped him off at Sophie's house. Wendell's going to spend the weekend with us, said Sophia's mother, while his parents visit relatives out of town. Oh boy, said Wendell. Sophie didn't say anything. After a snack, Sophie helped Wendell carry his sleeping bag and suitcase upstairs. Well, what are we going to do now? Asked Wendell. Do you have any toys? Sophie pointed to her toy chest. Is that all you've got? Said Wendell. I've got a million more than that. What else is there to do around here? We could play house, says Sophie. Only if I can make the rules, said Wendell. All right, show me with your thumbs. Thumb up if Wendell is being a nice friend, or a thumbs down if Wendell is being a mean friend. Show me with your thumbs. A lot of thumbs down. Yeah, why is he being a mean friend? What's he doing? Raise your hand. What's he doing? You guys knew he was being kind of mean. But why? How could you tell that? Lamia, you can unmute, honey.
About the toys.
Huh?
About the toys.
Yeah, he said, well, I have a million more than you. He was kind of snotty, wasn't he? Yeah. And he said, only if I can make the rules. He was being bossy too.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep reading. So they played house, and Wendell made the rules. He was the father, the mother, and the 5 children. Sophie was the dog. So he was the whole family, and she was just the dog. Definitely not nice. Then they played hospital. Wendell was the doctor, the nurse, and the patient. Sophie was the desk clerk. Show me on your face how you think Sophie feels about how they're playing. Do you think happy, or do you think she's sad about how they're playing? Show me with your face.
Show with your face. Like this.
Oh, I see some very sad faces. Some upset faces too? I agree. I have a brain match. I think she feels that way too. All right. When they pretended to work in a bakery, Wendell was the baker and Sophie was a sweet roll. What? She food? Goodness gracious. Isn't this fun? Said Wendell. Sophie didn't say anything. Does it look like she's having fun? Definitely not. I wouldn't want to play with somebody like that. At dinner, Wendell said that he was allergic to anything green, so he didn't have to eat his vegetables. And then, when Sophie wasn't looking, he scooped the whipped cream off her dessert. When is Wendell leaving? Whispered Sophie. Soon, said her mother. Soon, said her father. After Sophie's parents tucked Sophie in her bed, zipped Wendell in his sleeping bag, kissed them both, and turned off the light, Wendell grabbed his flashlight and shone it right in Sophie's eyes. See you tomorrow, he said, smiling. Sophie shut her eyes. I can't wait for Wendell to go home, she said to herself. Oh boy. I feel like there's a problem, right? Oops, there's a problem. What's the problem in this story? Raise your hand. What's the problem in this story? What's wrong? Genesis?
He's being too bossy.
Who is?
The Wendell.
Nice job remembering the name. Wendell is being too bossy, right? Do we know her name? Sophie, right? So Wendell's being bossy to Sophie. Absolutely. That's a big problem. I wonder how it's going to get solved. Let's keep reading to find out. On Saturday morning, when Sophie woke up, there was a lumpy blue monster jumping up and down on her bed. It was Wendell. She felt something pinch her leg at breakfast. It was, what do you think it is? I saw your mouths moving. Wendell. Oh. All right. She heard scary noises coming from the broom closet. It was, who was it? Say it. Wendell, absolutely. Wendell used Sophie's crayons and left them on the porch, so they melted. Wow. Is the problem resolved yet? Is the problem fixed? I can tell your heads are shaking. No way. He's still being mean and bossy. At lunch, Wendell finger painted with his peanut butter and jelly. Oh my goodness. Isn't this fun? Said Wendell. Sophie didn't say anything. When is Wendell leaving? Whispered Sophie. Soon, said her mother. Soon, said her father. Show me on your faces, how do you think the mom and dad feel about Wendell? Do you think they're happy? Or do you think they're kind of frustrated? Show me with your face. Ooh, I see some frustrated. I don't see any happy faces there. Yeah. Would your grown-up like it if you painted with your peanut butter and jelly? No way. I would have gotten in big trouble. All right. So we know the problem is not resolved yet. At bedtime, when Sophie put her head on her pillow, she heard something crunch. It was a note from Wendell. It said, "See you tomorrow." Sophie shut her eyes. "I can't wait for Wendell to go home," she said to herself. Before Wendell's parents picked him up on a Sunday morning, he tried to make a long-distance phone call. "Is this the North Pole?" He wrote his name on the bathroom mirror with toothpaste. Ooh, all right, Zoe, I see that face. Yeah, looks terrible. Would your grown-up like that? No, no way. Toothpaste goes on your toothbrush, not on the mirror. Don't try that at home. Don't do it. And he gave Sophie a new hairdo with shaving cream. Oh my gosh, right? I see Genesis's face. Shocked, shocked. Oh my gosh. "Want to go outside and help me wash this off?" asked Sophie. "We could play firefighter." "Oh boy," said Wendell. Is the problem resolved yet? Because remember, the problem was Wendell was being mean and bossy. Is it resolved yet? No. Is he being nice yet? Nope. All right, let's find out. So they played firefighter, and Sophie made the rules. She was the fire chief. Wendell was the burning building. "Isn't this fun?" said Sophie. Wendell didn't say anything. Oh boy. Is he the one being mean? No, not this time. Not Zoe, sorry. I got Zoe under mine. Sophie was the one getting him back. Oh boy. "Do I get to be the fire chief?" asked Wendell. "Maybe," said Sophie. It's not quite resolved yet, but it's getting close. Soon, Wendell and Sophie didn't care who was the fire chief or who was the burning building. What is this picture showing? Raise your hand. What's happening in this picture? Jazzy, go ahead and unmute. What's happening in this picture? Hit the microphone so I can hear you, Jazzy. Can you get it? All right.
Tell her.
So what's happening?
Talk to her. She can hear you now.
Jazzy, go ahead. What's happening in the picture?
He's spraying the water hose.
Yeah, he is. What is she doing?
Don't mess with that.
What is Sophie doing?
Talk, look.
No.
Talk, Jesse. Ask her if she can hear you.
What is she doing?
Can you hear her? You can hear Jazzy?
Yeah, I can hear you. She's not really talking. Jazzy, if he's spraying the water hose, what is she doing?
Tell her.
The water hose.
Yeah, they both are, right?
Tell her.
So the problem was Wendell was being bossy.
The water hose.
Yeah. Is Wendell being bossy now? No. What's happening? They are doing what? Nehemiah? Unmute, go ahead.
You hear her?
Having fun.
They're having fun. They are playing together.
You can't hear.
Oh, so is there
Yeah, I
still
hear
a
you.
problem?
Mm-mm.
All right. Time to go,
You can hear her.
said Sophie's mother. Okay, you can mute now. Time to go, said Sophie's mother.
Leslie, she
Time to
mentioned-
go, said Sophie's father. Already, said Wendell. Already, said Sophie. Oh my gosh. She wanted him to leave the whole time. And now she wants him to stay? Oh, when is Wendell coming back? Asked Sophie. Never, said her
Can you hear me,
mother.
Nathan?
Never, said her father.
She went to another page. I mean, she hearing.
Go ahead and mute, Jazzy. That afternoon, when Wendell unpacked his suitcase, he heard something crunch. It was a note from Sophie. It said, I hope I see you soon.
Tell your teacher you can hear her now.
Oh my goodness.
Tell her you can hear her.
All right, so raise your hand.
Why you buzzing?
Why do you think Sophie likes Wendell now? What happened? Why do you think Sophie likes Wendell now?
He's spraying the water. He's spraying the water hose.
Yep, go ahead and mute, Jazzy. Lamia, why do you think she likes him now? Lamia, unmute, honey.
They was playing.
Because they were playing. Was she finally having fun? Yeah, because they were both being good friends. All right. Nice work. So she left him a note at the end. So was the problem resolved?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because the problem was he was being mean. But they fixed it by playing together and being good friends. Okay, so my question to you. Who was the main character? There might be two of them. There's a big hint. Who are the main characters? Yahtzee, do you know? Okay, unmute. Who's the main character?
Wendell.
Wendell. And did you hear the other name?
Welcome.
Wendell and Sophie. Sophie was the other main character. These were the two characters that were on every page. All right, so if we think about the rubric, I read, what was the title of this book? A Weekend with Wendell. So you should say, I want you to repeat after me. I read A Weekend with Wendell. Say it. You can stay muted. I just want to see your lips moving. Say, I read A Weekend with Wendell. By Kevin Hankes.
What did I say?
Good job. All
I
right.
can hear you.
The main characters are, who are the main characters?
What I supposed to type in?
Yahtzee helped. Who are the main characters?
Sophie and Wendell.
Sophie and Wendell. Who has a brain match? Who agrees?
Come here.
I have a brain match too. All
I
right,
don't
so
know what to type.
I want you to say, I'm gonna have you fill in the names, all right? Don't unmute. I just want your lips say them. Say the main characters are, who? Fill in their names. Tell me the two names. Ooh, did you say Wendell? Did you say Sophie?
I said Sophie and Wendell.
Yes. So the main characters are Sophie and Wendell. All right. So who can tell me what who the main characters are? Raise your hand. Who can tell me who the main characters are? Nehemiah. Who are the main characters in this book?
Dog in window.
Sophie and Wendell. Fantastic. Genesis. Who are the main characters in this book?
Sophia and Wendell.
Beautiful. Santino. Who are the main characters in this book? Sophie and Wendell. I can't hear you, but I saw your mouth saying that. I'm really good at reading lips. Zoe. Who are the main characters in this book?
Sophie and Wendell.
Very nice job. Lamia. Who are the main characters in this book?
Sophie and Wendell.
Woo! Shafiq. Who are the main characters in this book? Sophie and Wendell. Yahtzee. Who are the main characters in this book?
Sophie and Wendell.
Nice job. Jazzy. Who are the main characters in this book? All right, Shania. Who are the main characters in this book?
Sophie and Lindo.
Very nice job. All right.
That's
So
what it is.
she was spot on. Nice job. All right. So what your job is for the rest of today is you just did the read aloud. Math is at 11 o'clock. So hopefully I will see you for math. And then there is a writing assignment that you're going to have to pick the punctuation. Are you going to use a period, zoop, an exclamation point, or a zoop, question mark? All right, so there's a lesson in Schoology about writing, and there's something brand new. There's a science lesson for the online kids. All right, if you come see me in class, we're gonna do it in class. Okay, so Santino, Lamia, Shania, Shafiq, and Yahtzee, we're going to be doing it in class. But if you're only online, your job is to watch the science video, okay? Because we're talking about sky patterns, right? Last week we talked about the seasons. This week we're talking about sky patterns with the moon and the sun.
You said you don't have to do it?
No, she's just coming in for it.
If you come to school
Be quiet.
at all, whether you're group A, group B, or group C, we're doing it in class. All right.
Am I supposed to go on ABC? Yeah.
No. All right, so we did the read aloud. Math is at 11 o'clock, and you're going to need to do the writing. All right, so go ahead and you can do your writing assignment now, and then I will see you for math at 11. All right, everybody high five me. High five. Nice work. All right,